Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are a new viewer. I hope you will be enjoying my content. You can subscribe to my channel if you like my content. You can also give this video a little thumbs up if you like it. You can also hit the little notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So I'm Kikwa Builds, and today we are in Solani and we are building the Sapphire Shores villas on the Sapphire Shore lot in Solani. So this build came about back when I was trying and playing around with shapes and colors and trying to better myself at a modern build, and I was trying to learn how to build modern builds. So yeah, so that's how this little build here came about. I started it actually back in February. We are now in July, so it was 5 months ago because it turned out to be such a huge build. The Sapphire Shores lot is like a 50 by 50 lot, and I don't do huge builds. As you may know, I really trying to stay away from huge builds because they are really too much to furnish. When I have to furnish room after room, I get bored along the way. And yeah, that's exactly what happened with this build right here. I built everything, the outside. I built the 2 houses. I started furnishing and decorating inside of the first house, that is the one that is on the left, the bigger one. And when I kind of finished this one, I got bored and I lost inspiration, and I kind of gave up on this build. I didn't really give up because I knew I would come back to it eventually, but it was very hard to come back to it. And then I came back to the build finally when we got this new expansion pack that came out that was Eco Lifestyle. So that meant that we had a ton of new build by items. So I found the inspiration finally to come back to this build and finishing to complete the furnishing of this build. So as you will see in this video, the first house was furnished almost with all my old packs, and the second house, the smaller villa, was furnished and decorated with almost exclusively Eco Lifestyle build by items. So as I was saying, this build, I was playing around with the shapes and colors in order to try to better myself at a modern build, but it didn't really turn out looking like the kind of modern build that I like. But it turned out okay. I like the shape of it. I like the colors. This turned out to look like a colorful little blocks, you know, those plain blocks that toddlers play with, and I liked the fun look of it, so I decided to keep it this way. So this build, in my mind, I mean, to my standards, it doesn't really fit the modern category, but it looks more like an Art Deco style of build. So we're gonna just go with the Art Deco style because it's classic say so. Yeah, so as you can see also, the different blocks that I have on the exterior, that you can see from the exterior of the houses, the different colors of the blocks are also reflected inside of the houses. So you can remember it calls back to the whole structure of the build. So if you are in the green building or in the yellow building, you can know when you are inside the house, because the inside walls are also painted the same colors as the outside walls for this build. So I built these houses with in mind the roommate system, in order to have the main household living in the bigger house, and the roommates would be living in the smaller villa. And if you don't know what the roommate system is, I think most of you know what the roommate system is, but for those who don't, it's this system that came with Discover University, the Discover University expansion pack, and basically your sim can put up an ad for roommates, and you have different potential roommates that come to your house. You can choose to accept or refuse them, and the one you accept will come live in your house. And yeah, I call them tenants. I like playing with the roommate system, and I call them tenants because they pay you rent, and I think that's the attraction point of this roommate system. You just have to give them a place to sleep, and also a place to place their belongings, like a chest or a dresser, and they go about their life. You don't have to worry about them. You can just interact with them. You can make friends with them. You can also have romantic relationships with them, whatever floats your boat. And I really love this roommate system because when I start my houses with my households with just one sim, it's a very good way to expand your social circle and also to make some money because they pay you rent. But in the end, when I created the household that goes with this house, I created two different families. Yeah, they are one big family, but really two different families. So we have living in the first main house, main villa, the bigger one. We have a family of 5, composed of 2 parents, 1 teenage girl, and 2 twin boys. And the second villa would be the second little family, which is the auntie, and I mean it's the mother's sister. Who lives in the smallest villa with her little girl. So yeah, this is a household of 7 people, and I also uploaded them to the gallery as usual, and I will put the the link to the household in the description box below. So if you used to watching my videos, you know that I almost always create households that go with my builds. So as this is a huge build, these are big houses. I mean, it qualifies as a big mansion, I guess. So I added a lot of different kind of rooms that I wouldn't usually put in other more traditional houses, more medium-sized or smaller houses, because we wouldn't have space. So yeah, I added some rooms, interesting rooms. So first of all, you saw the big study. I really love this little study that he's furnished with 2 office desks, 1 sitting area like a little living room, and a lot of plants facing the huge bay window that looks on the ocean. And I really love Sulani and the ocean and the colors of this pack. I think Sulani might be my favorite world in the whole game. I'm sure of it because I think what you don't know, I think you don't know actually, that I am an island girl. I was born and raised in the Caribbean, and so this pack, Island Living, speaks so loudly to me. And this was actually the first ever pack that I pre-ordered, and I was so ecstatic to play with it. The colors, the ocean, being able to swim in the ocean, mermaids, everything is just so dear to me in this pack. It's just like being back home. Yeah. And so as I was saying, I was able to add many different rooms in this build because for it being such a huge house, such a huge build, 2 houses really. So what you saw already is that I built this nice study. I also was able to add a nice little gym on the first floor of the main house in the orange building. In the yellow building. I was able to place a gym there, also a sauna, and they also have this kind of greenhouse that is also attached to the yellow building. It's like not really a greenhouse, but it's like a small kind of glass building with huge bay windows all around, with glass flooring and glass ceiling also, and a glass roof. And in this little space here, I placed a lot of greenery, a lot of plants, and also this fountain. And I want it to be some peaceful place where the Sims can go and meditate and do yoga. And yeah, so also on those terraces, I also added afterward this little jacuzzi, and yeah, that's a hot tub if you prefer, and those sitting areas. And I also added in the terraces slash roofs, I also added little garden. I always have to have a little gardening patched in my builds, so I added the planters, vertical planters that came with Eco Lifestyle, and also the more traditional style planters. Yeah, so also almost every room has their little sitting area slash living room, because we are in a big house, so why not? And I also, when we got the pack, I also went back and added some eco lifestyle appliances like the dew collectors that I placed on the roof, and also the wind turbines and the solar panels. So these villas are kind of eco-friendly. I started it also with the grass-like floorings and glass-like roof colors for these houses, so it went well with the eco lifestyle pack. So, and when the pack came out, actually I had to change the tiles to the eco lifestyle tiles, the green tiles, because the one that came with base game don't actually have the green eco footprint, so I had to change them for the green footprint ones that came with eco lifestyle. And I actually don't know, I think I don't really know what the eco footprint of this lot is actually. I think it's neutral at the moment, but if you download it and you want it to become green, you're free to do so, and to add more eco appliances and change tiles and things like that in the huge this build. Okay, so I guess that's all I had to say about this build. Yeah, it was very, very, very taxing to finish everything and to finish this build. I'm so sorry. Really, huge builds are not for me. And also, one very, very frustrating thing that happened with this build is that when I finally came back to it, and the very last part of my decorating and furnishing was the front lawn of this house, and also I guess yeah, some of the planters and the gardening stuff that I put on the terraces. And when I did that last part, my computer crashed, and I hadn't had the chance to save anything. So I was so frustrated, because I was like, oh my gosh, this build is like a never-ending thing. This video is never-ending, and I will never finish this. I was so very frustrated, but yeah, okay, I had all the footage that I needed for the video, so I put the footage on the video, then I went back to the build, and then I tried to recreate everything that I already did and that I already had recorded, and yeah, for it to look just like the same way as it was in the video. So it was so very taxing to finish this build, but I still had fun doing it, building it. I really like the end result, and I think I might play a little in this in this build, and I hope you will enjoy watching the rest of the video, the rest of the furnishing and decorating of this video. And if you download it, I hope you will have fun with it also. And yeah, I think that's it for today. I wish you a nice day, a good night, a good weekend, and yeah, I hope to see you for my next video. Bye guys!